6-3.
You know, one thing about tradition, it has to start somewhere. Good evening, good people. I'm Theo Dorsey from ESPN 106.3, and this is, I Think, Financial Sports Live. Tonight, a groundbreaking tradition started in Belle Glade as hundreds came out to celebrate some of the finest athletes to ever emerge from the Muck. Tonight, will go down in history.
Each one of these guys here have done a tremendous amount for this community, and we're just getting started up here, right, guys? I mean, being a part of this and seeing what they've done. Talk to you a little bit of Mr. Kyles, Mayor Kyles, the Honorable Mayor Kyles, been in South Bay since 1970, educated and graduated from Lakeshore Junior Senior High in Belle Glade. He matriculated into vocational training at the North Technical School in Riviera Beach. He began his career with the Okalanta Sugar Corp, a subsidiary of Florida Crystal. I'd like to give the podium at this time to the Honorable Mayor Joe Kyles.
Thank you. I do appreciate that introduction. But I'm a true believer saying good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and every one of you all. It's a privilege to be here tonight. As I stand here and think about the four young men who have visited the city of South Bay, where tonight with me we have Vice Mayor Bernard, Commissioner Wilson, and our other friends that have traveled with us each and every day within the city of South Bay. One of our greatest strengths within the city of South Bay, we're a very small city, but we're a great city. Because my motto is about the people. It's not about me. It's not about the elected people. When you're not able to stand for and be able to serve those individuals, you're not doing anything. You're elected by the people. And I always use my segment as saying that I'm not a politician, I'm a public servant. Because I know that those individuals, I'm not able to serve them, they can just get rid of me in the next election. So I stand here tonight, and I just want to say to the inductees tonight, and especially to Jonathan Mann and Deontay Thomas. When they came to my office and spoke to me in reference to what they were trying to do within the Glades area, it made me feel real good because due to the fact we have young men. You have young men that's going on a different direction. But you have these four young men that want to do some positive things within the Glades area. Not only just one city, Hoboken, Belle Glade, South Bay, and Clueston as well. And when these young men came to my office and said that they wanted to do new things in reference to the Glades, it made me feel so good. But tonight, I said to each and every one that stand here tonight on this stage, we traveled at three individuals, Batman, Robin, and the Green Honey. And the reason we use that term because due to the fact it's not about one city, it's about the entire Glades area, because we represent each and every one in the Glades area. So I said to these inductees tonight, and especially all the football players that have gone on, and this is such in your life, continue to do the wonderful thing that you do, and make sure that you put God in your life first. Because life is not measured by the number of breath that we take, but the moment that breath is taken away from us, and that can be taken away from us at any time. May God bless you, may God keep you. Thank you.
Love life. He's earned several business community awards, including League of Cities Dedicated Service Outstanding Leadership Award, was selected as Palm Beach County's top black professional in business and industry for 2013. He He devotes his life to improving the quality of life of the residents of Belle Lake. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage.
I'll take a quick minute to tell y'all who's Batman, who's Robin, who's the Green Hunter. You know that, so Batman was tall, so I'm the taller of the other two. Robin always wore the tight suits, and that's Medica's, my good friend. The Green Hunter is the one that we need when we can't handle the situation on our own. So y'all give them a big hand. Thank you. A little R&B songwriter once wrote the song, "Ain't No Stopping Us Now." Thank you to Jonathan Mann and his team, his business partners, for thinking outside the box to bring something to the Glades, the Muck City. I also like to thank my colleagues, Commissioner Kenny Berry, Vice Mayor Joaquin Amazon, Commissioner Michael Martin, Commissioner Mary Ross Wilkerson, and City Manager Dr. Robert Reese, and Deputy Manager Mr. Wesley, and our Chairperson of Tri-City, Mary Evans, who's also our PR person with Ms. Stanley Rose here tonight. Y'all give them a big hand. The only thing I want to leave with you guys is it's always good that you can see when we work together, we can accomplish a lot. You know, negative energy brings a lot of negative results. Jonathan Mann and his team brought a lot of positive endeavors here. So God bless y'all, and thank y'all for being a part of this celebration, which will be years to come. Thank you so much.
I got to know this gentleman over the past year, 2 years. The Honorable Keith Babb, bachelor's degree in science from Texas College in 1979, and pledged in the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. He remains heavily involved in the Belle Lake Pahokee alumni chapter. Served 22 years as the city commissioner of Pahokee. During that period, served 3 terms as vice mayor, and 7 former mayors of Pahokee elected mayor of Pahokee in 2016. He received the distinction of being appointed by the former governor, Lawton Childs, Walken to the Palm Beach County Healthcare District Board, Community Activity Avowed's former president of the Comprehensive AIDS Program Board of Directors, and 14-year member of that board. Additionally, he served 15 years on the Board of Directors of Legal Aid in Palm Beach County. His career spans over 36 years as a Palm Beach County Senior Services Supervisor. Please welcome to the podium the Honorable Mayor of Pahokee.
Good evening, everyone. I guess you're imagining why I brought this book. This is my speech. And I ordered some pillows in the back in case you fall asleep. But seriously, it's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to have served as the chairperson of the executive board. We was charged with the task of making the selection of our Hall of Famers, and it was a exciting and challenging position, but we did a great job. So behind every event, there are special people that make it happen. And again, the advisory committee is on my right. Again, give them a great round of applause. But I'm so excited about this Hall of Fame. We have the greatest athletes, not only in the Muck, not only in South Florida, not only in the state of Florida, but in the entire world. In just a small city of Pahokee, we have the only Hall of Famer in Pahokee County. We have the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year in Acorn Bolden. 5 players from Pahokee played in the NFL at the same time during the same season, and that should be applauded. Over 70 to 80 athletes in the Glades have played in the NFL. The Glades have the Super Bowl MVP 2009, so many first round picks. The list go on and on and on, and I'll be here all night if I try to explain and tell you about that. I'm quite sure you know because you are from the Glades, and we so thank you for being part of this event tonight. Thank you so much.
All right, let's introduce Mr. Randy Martin.
One thing you learn in over 30 years of career in administration of municipal government is don't ever upstage a mayor, yours or anybody else's. So I will not attempt to do so. I'm very honored to be on the stage with these three gentlemen of our sister cities. I'm also on behalf of our mayor and commissioners. Clewiston very much wants to support the Glades area and work to promote Lake Okeechobee. We believe it's a greatly underutilized resource as well. I'm very impressed with some of the things I've heard about the folks that are investing in it, and I'm all about the talent on the front row down here, and all the way up from the NFL, all the way back to our local officials. I've got to give a shout out to Janet Taylor, who's one of our native daughters, who does a great job in community advocacy in Clewiston and in the county. I took the lead of some of the other folks, and I want to recognize my wife for 39 years in Canada. In all due respect, I'm really humbled to be here. I'm filling in for the mayor, but it is an honor. I've watched and observed some of the folks here. I'm relatively new to the Glades, 3 years in, as was pointed out, but it is a pleasure to recognize what the talent that has been sown in these communities, and I'm really looking forward to working with you to partner on many achievements in the future. So thank you for the opportunity on behalf of Clewiston, America's sweetest town, and home to U.S. Sugar. Go Brandon.
I need to go home, y'all. I'd like to recognize my wife, who is supposed to have stood a bell lady. Thank you. Give her a hand.
As the soup Nazi says, no soup for you. Speaking of comedy, we're going to tell you how nice it's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have Larry D.O.G. Dog go do a little comedy. The band's going to play. We're going to take a little interlude to use the bathroom. And we're going to...
What time this funeral over with? It's a black funeral. I'm walk past the body 4 times. Where you going, man? You got to do
So let's give it up tonight for Mr. Clarence.
I can say about him, but his character speaks for itself. I just want to let him know and let you all know I'm very proud of him. He is the youngest of the family, but he seems to be the oldest. He's a very hardworking young man. He's living the dream of his life.
I am very proud to introduce the man that I've looked up to for a very, very long time, Mr. Earl Portier.
I don't think I could have done it, all the things that I was able to accomplish without having the fortitude that I learned here in Glades. Not only Mr. Coach Lasagna, Mr. Piper, Jonathan Mann, all you guys, I'm really appreciative. I mean, I don't have a big speech up here to say anything, but to speak from the heart, I'm really appreciative of this award tonight. I'm so proud to be a member of the Glades community. Thank you so much.
I present to you my family's and my community's living legacy and this year's inaugural Lifetime Achievement recipient for Clewiston, Janet B. Taylor. Praise the Lord, everybody. I'd like to just say I'm really honored to stand here tonight with so many great honorees that, I know it's through God's grace and mercy that I was selected to be a part of these honorees. So for that, I'm very thankful. So I stand here tonight for community advocacy, and each one of us in here can be the vessel that God used to help our people. So I challenge you tonight, when you leave here, after you honor all these wonderful people, that you go back to your community and you be a vessel that God can use to service his people.
No further ado, let's have Willie Gary.
I'm not a preacher, but I'm a country lawyer. Not a preacher, but I do know one thing. Man can do some things, but God can do all things. But on a real true note, and in closing, because I know the hour is late, I want you to know, I get all the accolades, I get all the awards, trophies, and all of that stuff. But I want you to know that whatever I am, or ever hope to be, is because I've had a Muck stepper. Gloria Gary standing by my side. Let's give her a big hand. Thank you, and may God bless you.
I just want to let these young men know that I'm very proud of them. And I consider them as my sons. And I will always love them. And I will always remember the achievement they have done. And I know their family are proud of them. And I know the city of Beverly and the Glaze area are very proud of them. We thank God for sending them here. And we continue with their ancestors and also with the other family. If they have boys and girls coming along, you know, to train them the way that I trained you. I thank you. The last thing I would like to do is read this. When they won, I believe it was Haines City, when they won the first state championship. And that was in 1972. Am I correct? All right. We'd like to congratulate each and every one. And I love you guys, and I will always be your daddy, okay? Thank you.
Well, as we go through this program, one of the most amazing things about the Muck out here is you learn more and more about the amazing teams that y'all have. I talked to the team here, we have it here, they were 72, but they were back-to-back 71, and I learned they were named Team of the Century. So while they started it for it out here, and we're going to bring up Coach Jay to introduce himself. We're going to each one of the players who are still here, talk about what position they played, and we're going to get a group picture of the amazing 50-year anniversary of the championships. Coach?
Good evening, everyone. I had the pleasure, I wasn't with the 71 team, but I had the opportunity to coach the 72 team. And I'd like to introduce a couple of players that are here. Byron Walker. He was a linebacker. He was a linebacker on the first team, and then we moved him to quarterback. And we said, just don't make any mistakes, and that's exactly what he did. The next gentleman, Oscar Rodriguez, played on nose man for Rick Shoemaker, and Anthony Williams. And a couple other people. Louis Butts. Mark Maynard was here, but he was called away. So this is a few of the guys that played on the 71-72 state championship team.
I'd like to thank the Muck City Hall of Fame Committee for recognizing us tonight. It's hard to believe it's been 50 years. Wow. 1971, we were the first football team from the Glades to win an FHSAA state championship. We were elected to as Team of the Decade in Palm Beach County for the 1970s.
and we're in the State Hall of Fame for our accomplishments. And then we wanted to do the 71 guys better, but we did lose a game in 72, but came back to win the state title in 1972. Oscar, come on up.
I want to thank all you guys for here. This is a great honor to stand here. And we appreciate it after 50 years. My position of fullback, also was a field goal kicker and nose man. And our state championship game was amazing. It was played in Pensacola. Why it was played there? And they said they never had a state championship game played in the Panhandle. We were the first ones to go play there, and pardon my language, we beat their ass.
Tremendous athletes out in the crowd. But I just wanted to, they mentioned remember the Titans. And at the end of that movie, they said that the Titans were the #2 team in the nation. We're number 1.
I'd like to thank everyone for this honor, long overdue. I know our class came before some of the honorees that's here tonight, but there was others who had a footprint in the Muck, and they were the Bobcats. And I remember as a young boy, didn't have lots of money, didn't have money all the time like a lot of friends, and we had to go under the gate. We had special little spots around the football field that we had to go under the gates. And those was my heroes, and I got inspired way back. And I'm saying all that to say, I'm happy to see a coalition of the cities coming together and loving up on each other, and that's what we need to make this a memorable moment and extend into the future. So the people that's behind us can remember all the footprints that's in the Muck. We appreciate you all, and God bless.
It's a great honor to be here tonight amongst all you honorees and present this Muck City Award to the young lady, Yvette Lyman.
I'd like to thank, I'm very honored to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, Muck Hall of Fame. Like I said, I won like three state championships for him, not for but 3. Yeah, you forgot about the Junior Olympic. I won 2 heptathlons for Junior Olympic. There's a lot of people I like to thank. I like to thank the Tides Foundation, because everyone came up with track for us to travel to even go to compete in the Olympics, Junior Olympics. They ran down the straightaway, all I could see, I don't hear nothing. I know that I hear nothing, so all I can see come out when I go to straightaway, I see all the places are free. Fame is jumping up and down, jumping up and down. Still can't hear nothing. Turn the curve, go around, I say like the radio up there, if I pass Washington, because I had to get in front of them. Washington, I said, okay, there she go, let me get in front of them. I got in front of her, and I said, well, I can get the one in the front too, the one in the first place, one I can get to. By that time I didn't know the tide and pull up, all I remember was when I got through the gate, cold frost picked me up, and I said to myself, one stay. I said, one more. And that's it. And so yeah, I said, thank you.
It is with great pleasure, love, and pride that I introduce you for induction into the Muck City Hall of Fame, the only 3-time state wrestling champion from our area, Mr. Jerry Singh.
Hey, first of all, I want to thank God for blessing me to be here. Thank everybody who put the effort in to make this happen. Appreciate it. I'm not to say, but thank y'all and good night.
would you please stand up and give my friend, Coach Milton Watson, a round of applause for a job well done.
One thing I thought about today was on my way out here, I wish Dr. Greer had been here so she could see, what selected me as a coach. She took a lot of flack for that for me, so I really wanted to try to do as best I could, I had a great staff, and I had a great bunch of young men. They were special. I can't even describe them, but they were really special. And
I really appreciate you seeing things in me that I didn't see in myself at that time, so I appreciate you and I love you. With that being said, come on up.
This most certainly has been a great occasion tonight, but most certainly been a long time coming. A lot of times, being from the area, you just don't get the recognition. A lot of times you have to go back to your college, to the places that you played professionally to get the recognition. Today, for me, is a very special day. Like I said, I really appreciate it. It was always love and competitive between my friend, and it gives me an honor to introduce to you Jimmy Spencer.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank God, who is my everything, and none of this would be possible without Him. I want to thank Him. And I want to thank my brother in the Lord, as he said, Dr. Clark Gibbons. Give him a hand. Although he was trying to beat me for the longest, but that's what pushed me. And like guys like himself and a lot of guys that I played with and played against, it was all about perfection. Last but not least, I just want to, I am honored just to be in the room with these guys. He's a great man here. And my man, I call him City Champ. That's my man. City Champ took care of me in New Orleans. He's the reason why I went to New Orleans. City Champ. And my man Louis Oliver, I know he had to leave, but he's the one who changed my whole career. When I got to the University of Florida, as a wide receiver, Louis Oliver said, hey man, come over here and play some corner. And the rest was history. 13 years in the league playing cornerback. He saw something in me. So I thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you for having me.
And I gotta say, he's one of the most gifted athletes to come through the Glades. He not only was a great athlete on the football field, but he's one of our great athletes on the track field as well, basically. I'm not going to stand up here and say a whole lot, basically, just say I love you, San Antonio, great athlete, proud of you. You've done a lot of great things for the community as well, basically. And I'd like to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, San Antonio Holmes.
Wow, thank you guys for sticking around for this moment. It is truly an honor to be recognized. To the Muck City Project, thank you guys for everything that you have done to bring recognition to the sport in our community. I didn't have a speech prepared, but I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to my mom, the person that has been there since day one, who has showed me what hard work, what determination, what perseverance really meant when you face adversity and you're being put in tough situations. The only thing to do is come out swinging. And don't worry about the results. Just be honest with yourself. The Muck showed me what it was like to be one of the first. I'm the only person to ever put on an Ohio State uniform to call himself a Super Bowl MVP. I am the third wide receiver to ever play for the Pittsburgh Steelers and become a Super Bowl MVP.
2010 city champ, better known as Ricky Jackson, was inducted into the National Football Hall of Fame, class of 2010. He was inducted with Emmitt Smith, people like Larry Little, Jerry Rice, that's just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Hall of Famer, city champ. It's most time my wife and I call him my son, Ricky Jackson.
And I'll tell you what, man, I hear all this Bell Glade stuff and I like it. But man, you don't know, coming up, I used to hate Bell Glade. I used to hate Bell Glade. I wanted to beat Bell Glade bad and everything. I didn't care for nobody in Bell Glade. So, I mean, you know, they caught hell with me. I'm telling you, man, I used to go over to Bell Glade and we would get off the truck and come play them over at the bar about where they got the pool at. And man, we have a truckload to come over to play Bell Glade, and everything we played Bell Glade in, we was trying to get Bell Glade. I'm telling you. And I heard Coach talking about he rode the bus over to Bohoke when they won the championship. Man, we did the same thing. I'm back here a lot more. We're trying to do something. We got a hospital up there. We're gonna start building up there in Bohoke. So we're gonna put Bohoke together. Members, they doing a great job, so y'all just watch out for Bohoke. Bohoke gonna come alive. I appreciate everybody coming, man. My family members, I appreciate y'all. Got my brother in there. Got James and Reed and all of them coming. Man, we set up time to have a great time, and police don't mess with us, so Bohoke just, we're doing a great job. Appreciate y'all.